All right, welcome into episode 17 of the Avetts And Beyond. My name is Todd Emanuele, and I have a very special guest today joining me for the second time on the show, my first two-time guest. We have David Childers here. David, thank you so much for coming in.
It's a pleasure. It's good to be talking to you, Todd.
Yeah, Zoom is interesting. We're doing this interview over Zoom. I just lost the video of you again. I'm not sure what happened, but I can hear you.
I just had a phone call come in.
That's why, because now I can see you again. Was it someone important calling, or?
Well, I can call it. It was Robert Childers.
Oh, well, Robert, I got to get him on the show one of these days because he's a fascinating guy too. I'm definitely going to. So anyway, I thank you again for coming on for your second time. I really appreciate it. We're going to talk about your new album coming out. April 7th, it's officially coming out, called Melancholy Angel. And I know it's probably exciting for you. That's right around the corner now.
Well, we've had the CDs now for ever since early March. So, and there's been a couple singles released, and
right.
I've done a lot of records. I think this is a good one. I hope people like it.
I'm sure people will.
I don't get too excited about anything anymore, but I have listened to it, and I think it's pretty good.
Well, that's I'd love to hear you say that. I know people are excited to hear it. The first two singles that I've heard, I've downloaded on Spotify. Absolutely love it. So looking forward to hearing some of the other stuff. Now, last week on my show, I had Cody Gentry on. Cody is, man, that kid's going places, right? Do you agree with me with that statement?
Yeah, I think Cody has a lot of talent, a lot of potential. I like his writing. He's very literary, and he has a way of telling stories in a lyrical, kind of poetic way.
Yeah, he's really something.
Some of the, not so much. You don't hear many young writers writing like that. I mean, he really tells these stories that are pretty gritty. They remind me of like some of them got sort of a Southern Gothic feel, like Flannery O'Connor, or even Southern writers like William Faulkner.
Okay.
But he creates a sense of place. He creates characters. The songs, they're like short stories.
Yeah, he really has a gift for it. Really good.
But that's the kind of writing I like. If there's a story I can see in it, that's cool.
Now, did you?
Yeah, I think Cody is. He's learning the craft of songwriting. He's well ahead. He's a good performer. I think he's got some tempering and weathering, but right now he's a very enjoyable performer, and he's building up a body of work that I think could carry him down the road if he doesn't, fall into the traps that are waiting the young troubadour on the road to Bombay.
Oh man. Yeah, his I can't believe he doesn't have an album out there yet. Just hearing what he's put out so far on YouTube or whatever. We got to get working on that. I know he is working on it, but did you know that one of his goals, one of his dreams is to record a song with you?
Well, that ain't hard to do. Actually, Robert Childers has been recording Cody for the last several months. And I wouldn't be surprised if I did wind up. I hope I wind up on a cut or two.
Well, Cody's going to be very excited to hear that. Now, he recorded a song that's on YouTube called Lily of the Valley. Do you know that song? That's based on a conversation he had with your wife, is what he said. Now, that's the song he wants you to sing with him. So let's get that done. I want to get that done. I want to hear that.
If I can get through it without crying, I'll try.
Man. Okay.
I've been hearing that story for about 52 years now, and
Oh wow.
never
Can you
get tired of it.
can you tell me about it a little bit? If it's okay with you. He didn't go
Well,
into so many details
yeah,
about it.
my wife Linda, we're heading up on our 50th anniversary in late July.
Wow.
She was a service brat. She was an Air Force brat.
Okay.
Her daddy was a pilot stationed in Japan. They moved to Japan to a place called Misawa. It's a big U.S. air base, pretty far north of Tokyo, and up in a part of Japan where it snows a lot. And but she that was like in the early '60s, and she was probably 10 or 11. She was on a train. They would ride trains a lot in and out of Tokyo or different places. And this Japanese man, I think it was near the town of Sendai, but he came up with a bouquet of flowers and he gave it to Linda. It was like, say, a young American girl, probably 10 or 11. And he said these were lily of the valley. And, she was very moved by that and kind of puzzled at the same time as to why that man would do that.
Huh.
And of course, we can just speculate. That was a time, World War II hadn't even been ended for 20 years at that time.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of weird kind of stuff going on, maybe a lot of healing, people trying to heal from that
Oh, sure.
cataclysm that civilization chose to go through.
And that's just a story that she's told since then.
Yeah. She was just, there's no, didn't have magic powers. She didn't grow wings or anything. She's just, was very touched by the gesture.
Sure.
And it was a good memory that she's carried with her.
That's great. And Cody's version of that song, that's just a beautiful song. So I really do hope you guys get a chance to record that together and, something else too. Why not? While you're at it.
I ain't got nothing else to do.
Well, all right. Well, we're gonna set that up for you then. So let's talk about the album. As you said, the CDs have been out there for a while. I know our mutual friend Jack Pointer has had it for a while, and he keeps telling me about it. And I'm excited to hear the other tracks on there. But let's go through it. What's it all about? Tell me about the songs.
Well, I started. I think I'm not sure how many songs are on this thing. I just happen to have. This is purely accidental.
That it was right next to you. That's good.
There's 13 tracks on it, and 4 of them are cover songs. But the theme that I started with the songs that I had written myself was about love. Love taking all kind of different forms. Not just romantic, sexual love, but love of family, love of friends,
sure,
love of life, love of God. So that was kind of a theme that I followed along with it. And of course, with anything like that I do, is the connections are very loose, but hopefully people can, if they spend enough time with it, or maybe if they have ESP, they can pick up on some of the links.
I'm sure the songs you wrote are.
But when I said an album, if I like it to have like each song's a chapter.
Sure.
It carries. I never could. I wanted to be a novelist, but I was too ADD to do that, so I took to writing songs. Yeah.
Oh, it's still pretty close to that. It's the same type of thing, just shorter, right?
Yeah.
So the songs that you wrote that aren't the cover songs, I should say, are they all yours, or did your son write anything, or how does that work?
I think I actually wrote all the ones that I wrote.
Okay.
And I don't think I had any co-writing going on. I don't really do any co-writing anymore. I guess I did.
It just comes pouring out of you, huh? And you write it all down and put it to music? What comes first, the music or the lyrics?
Huh?
What comes first with you normally, the music or the lyrics?
Of late, it's been more like the lyrics coming first, but it's a rare thing for me now. I don't write that many songs anymore. I guess I just don't try to force it. I just wait for it to come. I'm just trying to survive. So I paint. I spend most of my time painting.
Right.
Because I don't actually make money doing that. So it's kind of like when I was an attorney. The songwriting had to take a back seat. It didn't mean it wasn't involved in driving the car, but it's not the primary focus of my life. Well, at one time it was. But it's just been a gradual progression. I also enjoy painting a whole lot. I enjoy painting much more than I do writing songs.
I love your paintings, and that's something I wanted to ask you about today too. You just recently popped up on that mega site with Pete, and your stuff was for sale on there, and that's such a great site. Tell me about that whole process. How did you get involved with that?
Well, I think I've been with him about 3 years now.
Okay.
And it's a learning process for everybody that's involved in that. But Pete Schroth, he's also known as Peach. He does the lighting for the Avetts brothers.
Super talented guy.
He's also a hell of an artist.
Yeah.
And Melanie Crawford, Bob Crawford's wife. Bob plays bass with the Avetts brothers.
Yep.
She told me about Pete and suggested that I contact him. And I did. We hit it off. He liked the stuff I was doing. And basically, he gets pictures of the pieces and the different artists, including me. Also, Robert Childers is on there, and Pete has stuff. Samuel Austin's one. I just can't remember. He's really good. But Molly McGinn, I haven't seen much of hers lately. But everybody has a show. Like every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly painting anyway. But I'll develop a certain show that Pete sells.
Dogs are happy.
I think she thinks I'm negotiating with a terrorist or something.
Oh gosh, no, not doing that.
Not tonight.
Yeah, no, not tonight. So you said your son, is into painting and all that too. He's really talented as well, but his style is like so much different from yours.
Yeah, thank God it is. It is extremely different. He's well, he did the cover for
right
for this record, and the back and the front, and he's done several other. He plagiarized the photograph one time.
Oh no,
that was years ago, and the photographer, he was pretty nice about it because
after he sued him,
not that.
Well, you're a lawyer, so he has you in his back pocket there. Hey, what?
I'm not a lawyer. Okay.
Okay.
I want to make that clear. I turned my license in.
Okay.
In 2016.
You were a lawyer.
I was for 35 years, but I ain't no more. And I've forgotten everything I learned, and I just hope I can forget the rest of it.
Oh man, is that you don't regret that you were a lawyer, do you? Like going through that whole thing and.
Well, any more than anybody goes through an ordeal and learns something from it. It was a part of my life.
Yeah, it's a
really
big chapter of your life. Yeah.
It's hard to, like I say, I'm just trying to forget about it. But people do remind. I was at one time an attorney, but I am no longer.
Well, painting and music is a good way to forget about it, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. That's what I wanted to do since I was, about 14 years old.
Wow. Yeah. Can you play something for us off of the new album? Do you have
Well,
your
I
guitar
don't
right there?
think I will tonight. Okay, no, I'm going to play some.
Oh
What do
man,
you want to hear?
whatever you want. You just made me panic there for a moment.
Well, I guess I'll do something off the record.
Then I want to talk about the covers songs that you have on there too. We can talk about that after, but play anything that you want. I'd love to hear it.
I'm gonna play this song. It's a cover song. It's written by a fellow named John Bird. He's lives in Nashville. He's from Alabama originally. And J.O.N. Bird. There's a really good songwriter in North Carolina named Jonathan Bird. And but J.O.N. is different. I don't know what their age difference is, but John wrote this song. It's called "Easy to Be Free."
All right.
I never put no roots down. Gonna wait you to win. I traveled in my mind each night, sleep all through the day. I know that I seem lazy when I called it meant to be, but I guess I found it easy to be free. Try my best to settle down, I could do it for a while. I'd always wind up thinking I want more once in a while. I never meant to cheat myself or any little girl, but I guess I found it easy to be free. 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 She got a job in Birmingham. She had no need to roam. She wasn't like her daddy, who never would stay at home. I wonder if she'll ever know just what she means to me, or if she found it easy to be free. 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 They say a child will come along, change your random ways. I swear it was my premonition before I went away. She grown into a woman now, has no need of me. God, yes, she found it easy to be free. 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 Yeah, I guess she found it easy to be free.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Love that. And your dog was trying to sing the chorus with you there a little bit, I think.
You're gonna have to work on it a little bit. Let me go shut this door here. Right?
That'd be a good gig. Get the dog involved with your show, you know.
Oh yeah. We'll get on Ed Sullivan with that.
Well, I don't know about that, but you can get on something. Start with YouTube and go from there. But great song though. Easy to Be Free, John Bird. So that's one of the cover songs on the album. Right?
Yeah.
What are the other covers you have on there?
Well, there's Never Take the Place of Your Man, which or I could, it should be I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, but I called call it "Never Take the Place of Your Man." That's how it is on the record. But that was written by Prince.
I've heard of
And
him.
we play that one pretty regular live because it's just a really great song.
It is a great
And
song.
but it was released, I think that was the first track that's been released on a record. I don't know how it is. It used to be like, you'd have 45s. That's what I remember, 45 RPMs.
Sure. Yep.
I really don't know how technology works. So
Do you have a Spotify account or Apple Music or anything like that? No.
No, I don't do any of that. I listen to CDs or the radio.
Yeah, it's a good thing they're still out there. Do you have a record player? You must.
I did have a turntable, and I was into that, and the needle got messed up, and I don't know how to get one, or I may go back and get a new. I have to assemble it, the thing. I don't know. But no, to answer your question right now, I don't. But I do like listening to the old vinyl.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Is the new album going to eventually come out on vinyl? Do you have any pressings planned?
Yeah, I think it is. But the problem with vinyl is you can only put 36 minutes on a record.
Oh, okay.
This record's about 45 minutes.
Oh.
So we've gone through a painful process of if there's going to be vinyl, it's not going to have all 13 songs on it.
I guess you got to dump that Prince guy, right?
No, we're not going to dump that one.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't even think of that. 36 minutes. Yeah. Right. Well, anyway, I hope that comes out on vinyl sometime. I would love to get my hands on one of those.
I think it will by the end of the year.
Okay, that's cool.
I really do.
Yeah, it's funny, like with CDs, like I have a ton of CDs, but the only CD player I have that works is on my laptop. The one in my car doesn't work, the one in my house doesn't work. And it's funny to think I lived on CDs forever, and now I have no functioning CD players except for my laptop computer. That doesn't help me out very much.
I went to you may have an equivalent of, where do you live?
In Central New York, in Rome, New York.
Okay,
Rome, outside of Syracuse. Yeah.
Okay, we have big lots.
Sure, yeah, we have that.
That's where I went. I found two, just little jam box, boom box kind of CD players, and
I suppose I could do that. I could go to Walmart probably and find one too. So
well, that's right. You could if you look around. Also, my wife found a great one at Best Buy several years ago. We've been using that one 10 years now.
All right, you're talking me into. I'm gonna have to go buy a little boom box or something so I can play CDs again.
Well, I like to have it outside. So I do
sure.
Outside. That's generally where I do my listening to music there, in a car.
Yeah, see, I have my Spotify. I have it attached to like my Bluetooth speakers in our house. See, obviously you don't do this, but it's just so handy and easy. I have all my music just on my phone, and it's so easy just to play anything on there. But
yeah, that's cool. I mean, my daughter especially does that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the hell do you do that? But you got us a Bluetooth speaker. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, you want to know something I did? This shouldn't be about me, this interview. I want to talk to you, but I recently came into my wife, her uncle. We got from her uncle a 1937 Zenith radio. Whoa. And it still works, but we can't get the radio part to work. Like all the lights are original and stuff, and it all works. So it lights up. And the back is hollowed out because all the tubes and stuff are in there. So we put this, and it's in like almost immaculate shape. It's beautiful. I'll have to send you a picture of it. But it's hollowed out in the back. So I put my Bluetooth speaker inside of it and play music through my phone, and it looks like it's playing out of the radio, which is really great. It's like such a conversation piece in our house. I feel so lucky that we got it. But
you got a speaker on it, right?
It has a speaker that works. It's just like something I think an amplifier is blown on it. But
that's probably what's wrong with it.
Yeah, I can get it fixed.
Not that I know, but I'm out.
No, I don't know. I know a guy who can fix it. I think he's gonna fix it up for me. So I would love to be able to play stuff on it. like that.
You might need a new carburetor or something.
Yeah. I think there might actually be one in there. I don't know, but I I don't know how they made radios back in the 30s.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah, there you go. One of those. Oh man. So we got about 6 minutes left here on the show. Can you play me another song? Do you have two prepared?
I think I could do two.
All right.
I'll do this one that's I wrote this one. It's called "All Our Good Times Are Through." I'm so glad you stopped by this morning. I'm so glad that I could talk to you. Or they're calling me away without warning. So for now, all our good times are through. There's a storm blowing in from Mississippi, and the boss man says we got to get there soon. The last time we stayed there for 6 months working. So for now, all our good times are through. I hope to be back before you know it, and all of our good times will resume. Hold the fort, feed my dogs, and don't forget me. But for now, all our good times are through. Someday we'll go back out fishing, where the rocks in the water sing and flowers bloom, and we'll sit by the fire reminiscing. But for now, all our good times are through. I hope to be back before you know it, and all of our good times will resume. Hold the fort, feed my dogs, and don't forget me. But for now, all our good times are through. Hold the fort, feed my dogs, and don't forget me. But for now, all our good times are through.
All right. Love it. All our good times are through. I guess we could say that about the interview here too. All our good times are through.
Did I go over 6 minutes?
No, you're good. We still got a few minutes left. I really appreciate you playing the music for me. You had the guitar tune this time, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd love to tell that story because it was really funny. And then when I had Cody on, Cody Gentry last week, his guitar wasn't tuned either. I saw you guys are like your kindred spirits.
Well, I try to stay in tune.
No,
I got a bad reputation around Charlotte.
Oh man, it's all good. It was funny. So you have no idea how much I appreciate you coming on with me. It really means a lot. I know people love hearing from you, and I really appreciate that you've come on with me. And we still are working on getting you in that North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. By the way, that's gonna happen.
Maybe after I die, I'll get in there. And I won't have to go through the ceremony. So.
Yeah, well, that'll be the fun part, though. That'll be the fun part. So people want to find the new album. Where can they get? I know you can get it anywhere, but tell me your website, all that stuff.
Well, davidchilders.com. There's probably a link on there.
Sure.
See, I don't ever look at it, but I think there's a link on there to Ramsor Records. If you just went to Ramsor Records and give them my name, they could probably turn you on. But right now, I have all the CDs.
Okay.
If anybody wants a CD right now, they pretty much got to get it from me. I'll be giving that maybe to some other folks to distribute. And if you're around, I'm out playing solo or playing with the Serpents 3-4 times a week in North Carolina, Central North Carolina. I've got them with me.
Okay.
We're only charging $10, which is
that's a steal because it's great stuff.
Yeah, we want people to to hear it. We want to take it, put it in their car, put it in your little CD player by the swimming pool,
or on their laptop. In my case,
in their laptop. Hey, that's as good as any.
That's the only way I can listen to it, unfortunately. Until I go to Walmart later, I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to get a little CD player for the house. So, anyway, David, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. I hope to do it again sometime. And let's get you recording something with Cody Gentry. I know that's awesome. I'm going to text him after I hang up with you and tell him that you said you wanted to. You want to do it too.
Yeah, definitely. He knows that.
Oh, he's pretty humble. He's a humble guy too. So, I just thank you so much again. I'll let you go and have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
Man, I'm here as long as you want.
Well, we're out of time now.
All right, bro. God bless you, man.
All right, take care. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you later.
Adios.
All right, bye-bye.